Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is The Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Pro Cycling Manager 2019, Pro Cyclist Mode, Classics Rider, episode number 8. Last time out, we had some evolution of interest after our strong performance. Now, we're at the end of our fitness peak. So we had the beginning on the 7th of April. Now it's the 20th of April. It's been 13 days. 13 days is all. But it only lasts 11 to 7, and it's already passed. So it really only lasted either 11 or 12 days this time, sadly. We did level up, and we were checking to see if that would make it last longer. Well, it didn't. Hitting that level 1 where it pushes it to 18 to 22, it didn't. Why? Because we had already started the fitness peak. So it was already set in stone. No additional days given due to a level up. Next time, though, it'll help us. Sadly, this time, it's already faded. It's already gone. We'll, I think, be on a +1 because it hasn't gone totally away yet. So I think we have a +1 for this race. Speaking of, here's the calendar. This is what we have coming up. This one? Yeah, that's not hills. I'll be really surprised if we don't have a bunch sprint. The next one, that's a little more punchy. It'll drop some riders, but it'll still probably be mostly a sprint. But that last little climb at the end might be enough. Now that definitely suits us. Short, steep. That could be one to contest. Cobble. Don't see any cobble, but it does have a short steep finish. Not very long though. Sprinters could definitely still potentially take that. Sprint. But there's definitely some opportunities. Not much on the calendar. I mean, we're looking at weekend races almost every week for the next 5 weeks. And that's it over this stretch. So not a lot going on there. Let's double check our training schedule. Make sure. See, we are not good to go. We need a break right here. Or do we want to keep this one? Break that week. There you go. Could affect. And that's a winnable one. I think we will be slightly tired for that one if we do it that way. Fitness is still 90 plus. We'll have to deal. If I go easy. Nope. That's where that level will help with the training. We're going to need to get those last 2 levels. But here we go into the race. We're starting to get to know a couple riders. McGeo and Shupa are with us. Shupa, breakaway rider. No wonder he's useless and everywhere else, but constantly trying to get into the break. We're also getting to know Whippert. Gate is getting a little bit better on the knowledge about the team. Again, this one pretty flat. It is uphill to the finish, but I would be surprised if the there you go. +1 preparation still. Okay, so that is true. White bar goes away. You go from a +2 down to the +1 if you still have the full yellow bar. And that's where we're at right now. So the fitness peak isn't totally over. It's just ending. Fitness right now is a lovely 100%. But as you can see, it's going to fade away here very shortly. In the next couple of weeks, we're going to be down to 90% just like that. Some of that's coming off the end of the fitness peak. So that's 2 breaks in 3 weeks. Whoa! And I'm the favorite. Not so sure about that. Really depends on how steep that final climb is and how long. I mean, if it's only a few hundred meters, a sprinter's still going to win that. You're going to have the ultimate pace. There's got to be a chance for me to get away. 45k to go. Starting to get down to it. The pace is already pretty hot. The breakaway group of 6 riders still have just over 2 minutes before they're caught. And there's a lot of just little undulation. Lots of little up, down, up, down, up, down. And that climb that we had previously, it definitely did its damage. The peloton was splitting. For now, it's back together. All but one rider. But you can still see, looking in the field, there is some damage done. I'm the only one who's fresh, and Shupa's okay, and here we are seeing splits again. Just a little climb, and the field splits for now. Again, back together. This is, I want to see this. We are on a course now. This is kind of the finishing course. So you can see just little uphills within town here. We're up to the heights now. Then we'll downhill from here. Feely's been dropped, and so has much of the field. We're down to 44 riders chasing that break. Their lead down to a minute. They should get caught. Here we go. We're at the bottom. Here's the uphill. There's one. That's 10% for a moment. Turn the corner. It's still a little bit uphill through that section. And is that it? No, there's that little bit more, and then that's the top. So in terms of the course, right, that uphill, there's not much to it. But the final climb, you can see a little more damage is going to get done there. And we're getting down to that smaller and smaller and smaller group. Mikio is gone now. It's 44 riders in the peloton. And I'm down to Sweeney and Shupa. Everybody else, Kearney and Liste, they're exhausted. And I'm sure a lot of the riders in the field are like that as well. However, there are some World Tour teams here, and those guys are going to have a little more stamina resistance, be able to hang in there that little bit longer. But here we go, that next uphill swing right now.
Survival of the fittest, and evolution doesn't seem to favor those in the rear. There's a growing list of riders left behind.
Now, I'm the favorite to win the day, and the team wants me to win the day. And we still have 30 seconds to go, by the way, and we have not caught those guys. This could be tricky. Shoot, I need to follow Sweeney. Sweeney, it's almost time for you to just give us a go. We're going to have a downhill here in a moment. I want him to last long enough, though, to get me over the first climb at the front. Second climb I'll take all to myself. That's to the finish line. So nothing yet, but Sweeney in a good position. Oh, he's starting to move forward. That's good. That is good. Bring me with you. Excellent, excellent.
Into the last 5 kilometers.
Okay, we're going to use that. 37 riders now. And Sweeney. I love it. I love it. He's going out front. Okay, we've got the little downhill, so we're not there yet. This is good. He's not burning too much energy, and he's at the front. Oh, there it goes, though. I wanted him to get me over this first one. Nicky Arndt, Ballerini, Rue. I need to follow Arndt now. Anyway, before we get to the finish here, and again, we just have this little double climb, and it's 2K to go. There's going to be a downhill, so we kind of want to turn it on with the downhill. Really unlucky. Really, really unlucky for me in this one. So, the hill's rating the acceleration, it's all good. But I have the fitness +1. I have the preparation and everything. The fitness is 100%. So I should have a +2. I ended up with a -1 race day condition. So the luck of the draw was a -3. which is really hard to earn because your plus-minus bell curve, it's a very low percentage chance of having a -3. Luckily, we're kind of just about balanced out here, so it's not going to hurt me too much, but I think this win could be a difficult one. Now, I don't want to take this first climb as a 99, but I see too many guys kind of going forward, so I do need to up the effort here, and we're going to try 90 at first, 93, 97, there we go. Now I can go, downhill, 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 and sprint the uphill. Come on, come on. Through the break, through the break. Rue's going to take it. Or Sam Uman. I'm going to be third. Third. Not a good result based on what the team expected. However, the form, the condition for the day, it could have been better. It definitely could have been better. And I don't see how I really had an advantage over these guys because Gaudu, Mollard, and the names that are there, they're all as good as I am. I think it was super tight in the top 10 favorites for the day. So, I get a podium, third place. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. We used up every ounce of energy right to the end on that one. If Sweeney was in that little bit better off, didn't run out of energy so quick there at the end, clearly his resistance was not that high because he was not working hard at the front. He was on relay. And of course, that's going to burn you out some, but he certainly didn't look like he was turning in a high rate of pace. He was just enough to be at the front. I figured he could make it 1K and at least give a little push up the hill. No, he didn't even make it to the hill. That was unfortunate because if he could have given me that little lead out up the hill without using my energy, then I could have been full sprint descending and then up that final climb and had that little bit more, which I didn't have at the finish, right? If I was still sprinting that last 50 meters as opposed to just effort 99, I would have had a little more. Might have been the difference between third and second or even third and first. Either way, good race. Decent finish. And look how close we are. It's less than half a bike length between us and the win. Like I said, being able to sprint fully to the line as opposed to just having to back off a little bit the last 50 meters would have made a major difference in that one. I still don't like that. A podium is a podium. Even if they expect you to win, that's not poor. Might not be a great evaluation. Maybe it's just okay, maybe it's good, but how is that poor? Took third place. And so I only gained 6 points. Still not a fan of that part. Their definition of poor and my definition of poor, very, very different. Alright, well, we've got a week till our next race. Still having a podium place does help with the evolution of interest with the other teams. So we'll see what that does for us going forward. Alright, so this is a 2-stage race. It is the Tour de Jura. The breakaway group was just caught. There was only 2 riders left. Originally it was 12. The pace of the field has been enough that we've actually left quite a few riders behind already. 6.5 minute gap. So the peloton's down to 98 riders in this one. My entire team is here. Pretty fresh. Just 2 guys a little bit tired working on the front. Again, plagued by a -1 race day condition and not enjoying the benefits of having a high fitness level. Still just about balances out. Baradur is literally nothing unless you're an AI-controlled rider. So downhill's a -1. Prologue, literally nothing on a stage like today. So my ratings are just about exactly what they should be. We have 3 Category 4 climbs left. I actually went over the top of this Category 2 climb first because, well, it started me right at the front of the field and it was straight to the Category 2 climb. So I just put the effort up slightly, stayed on the front. Nobody tried to attack during that time because the pace was too high. And then at the end, I just quick little sprint, took the 10 points at the top, backed off, and you can see no damage done. As it was a very simple thing that I did. Now, the rider who was in the break won the next 3 climbs, though, so he picked up 16 points. So I am in second for that competition. But we have 3 climbs left. The team wants me to break away for 60k on the back half of the stage. So it didn't count what I did there early on. That 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers off the front didn't count for anything. But they've got me set as a leader, outsider, puncher, and the objective is to win the stage. Not sure how I'm supposed to do all of that and when to do that. Do I go for the kilometers and attack this first category 4 climb, which will give me the points, get me in that mountains competition, probably end up losing the stage as a result, or do I wait till the final climb, which is, let's see, the top of it is 5k from the finish. There's a fair amount of downhill. It's only a 1 or 2k climb. I could probably get off the front. That's about 6-7k out. So I think instead I'm going to go for the stage and the mountains points while I can. We've got 6k or 8k anyway. 6k to the base. Oh, there you go. It's 1.5k in length. Mountain Pass 5. It's the same one, isn't it? Oh, maybe not. But it is about the same length anyway. Gap coming down behind us with no breakaway to catch, so we've definitely taken the foot off the gas. 3k to go. I am going to do what I did previously here, I think, and I would like to go for this. And now's a good time to accelerate. 1k.
Well, we can see that the pack is increasing the pace. It's going to be difficult to break away now.
I'd like the points. Sit up, sit up, sit up. There you go.
Going to take them on by himself.
Nope. Sitting up. Burned a tiny bit of energy. That's okay. Back within 1 point of the top. 2 climbs to go. And let's speed this up for a little bit. "98 riders." Did I missed water again? Poor Tegart. He's gonna go get water a second time. Alright, we are at the base of the valley. We're going to be coming out of this soon and starting our rise. Slow it back down. So 21k to the finish. Already starting an uphill. This double climb, and this is the same climb, so this is actually what we're going to see. So slight uphill, not much to that, still mostly flat. 2k to the finish. Let me slow this down here. 1k to the finish of the climb, I mean.
The riders are taking their foot off the accelerator. Either they're getting a bit hot, or they're saving themselves for the final dash.
Ease up, ease up. There we go, we got it. Now we've got the mountain climbers lead. And we should quickly recover again. And I definitely am finding it possible to get clear over the top now. This profile, we will go through the finish line. We will go through the finish line. So we have that nice little downhill chance to recover a little bit. Hit the base, and it's about 2.5k to the finish line from there. It's going to be a difficult stage to win, really. That long of a run in after that short of a climb. With those tight corners, it's going to be hard to pull away. .4 to go. We start the ascent on the next lap. Right now it's, well, at the moment it's flat, but it does go, I think, above 3%, just slightly. We're just about to 3. Here we go. It ramps up a little bit, and yes, it is going above 3, so it is taking in my mountain rating here. Actually, is not exactly the best thing. Use our gel here in just a moment, a little bit earlier. Wait, hold on. I've got 4 riders right here. Why wouldn't I want to utilize them? So let's take, we're going to go Sweeney, maintain 99. Let's go Shupa, maintain 99. And who was the other one right back here? Alafachi, 99. There you go. Now, I know Shupa's worthless on a climb. I think Sweeney might be the best, so I'm going to follow Sweeney. And then I'm going to have Sweeney follow Alafachi. And you're going to follow Shupa. And you're going to set off right now. Alafachi, get up there. There you go. 7K to go.
Kilometers to the finish
5K
line.
left. You can see all the damage being done behind us. And it's 4.5K. Let's go over the top first. And then you're going to...
The pace seems much too high for many
it's not going to let me... Oh, it's not going to let me have him sprint? Really? Oh, now I'm just going to lose control of Alafachi completely. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, Sweeney. Me a 99. And now, give me your sprint.
And the final sprint is off. Who's going to be the first to the line today?
Ah, shoot. 99. And sprint. I'm in the right position, but there's riders all over my wheel. Coming around this corner, it's all technical. Can I stay over the top? Yes, I think I can. It's Barkey coming second. I got it. I held on. Luis Angel Mate could not make up the ground. He finishes 3rd. Gorosu 4th. Connor Swift 5th. Jesper is 6th. Lots of big names, and I somehow hang on to that one. Not a great sprinter, but a 66 isn't that bad. And with that acceleration and just enough energy, you can see there was just that tiny sliver left. The Alafachi disaster there in the final kilometers where I literally had control of the rider and it took the sprint option away from him. I was ready for him to start that, but then it took away control completely of him. And that was really frustrating. So then my lead-out guy, Sweeney, had to go way too soon. I think that's ridiculous that Shupa drops from the group and suddenly I go from having control of every rider on the team to, oh no, we're going to take a couple guys away from you and we're now going to give control to somebody else. Not cool. Not cool. But despite that, we still pull off the victory. Only just. And Wainyo Alafachi, by the way, takes 10th himself. And with one stage to go, we've got the race lead. And I think I might have the mountain climbers lead as well. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know where I went over the top on that last climb. I was focused on the stage at that point. I'm glad I did decide to go for the sprint train on that one, though. As if I had gone over the top myself, I wouldn't have had much energy left. So I've got the 10-second bonus, so that's going to put me in the race lead. No bonus for the climbs earlier. We got 97 riders still on same time, so a lot of riders in contention for the overall. We've got 25 points in the sprint. We've got 20 points in the mountain classification. So the one guy I don't want to get into the break next time is Luke Goodall. So that's what we'll be watching out. And this again plays into, they say win the stage. I go and win the stage. And they're just like, good job. No congratulations, no hugging at the line, nothing. Just, good job. We get 4K in the break. Bad job. I won the freaking stage, and you're telling me bad job. Not cool. Not cool. One stage to go. It's another punchy one. I think it's less punchy than that last one. Maybe. Again, evolution of interest. Was our 4th victory, by the way. Fitness and freshness are still good. So we shouldn't have any bad race day condition. Plus we have good GC position. So hopefully that'll give us a boost to the race day condition this time. Awkwardly, the last 2 times I've drawn a negative, even though the conditions should have been favorable. Oh, and this one's definitely punchier. This climb suits me a lot better than the last one. But they see it more as a mountain this time. Barkey, the favorite. Jose Harada, Jetsbear, top 3. Definitely all big names, top 6 favorites anyway. Rosetto, yeah, okay. A lot of people know who Rosetto are. Jack Burke, but definitely smaller names, like myself at the moment. But I don't think this is that long of a climb. Really depends. It's 1K before the finish line. It flattens out to the finish. But I have a capable enough sprint. And if I can treat that one like a hill, if I have some team support anyway, going up it, I think I could do well. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see how this one goes. But let's go ahead and skip to kind of the midpoint before the big climbs. So we've just gone under 100 kilometers to go on this one, so there's a lot of time left in this stage. We're in the valley, below the big climbs. My streak of unluck in terms of race day condition continues through every single part of this episode, as I again have less than what was expected. I've drawn a negative number every stinking day the last couple weeks. Today, I draw a 0. Well, that's not what I drew, because I should have had a +1 or better. The fitness level at 96. The general classification being in first place overall should have come with a bonus. I should have had a +1 today. Now, you can see that the basic fitness is giving me at least a decent look. I've got +1 in my mountain, +1 in my hills, stamina, resistance, all have +1. So, it's better than nothing, I guess. I still should have had like a +1 or 2 today, though. So, unlucky on that front. 6 riders are off the front. They have a 3-minute lead. Shupa is with them. I don't think they're going anywhere. I do think they will get reeled in. This first group of climbs, it's not going to be that easy for me. My mountain rating is not very good. So there is a chance I will get dropped before we get to the highest peak of the day. Now the final climb, if I'm good, if I'm fresh, it's only about 2.5-3 kilometers long. It's going to be hard to have the resistance to go about 2.5-3K on a steep climb like that. But if I can, I'll certainly go up faster than anybody else. My hills rating, I think it's the best in the field. But my mountain rating not as good. So we'll see. We'll see how that works out for us. But we're going to go ahead and speed it up the first part of the climb anyway. So let's go ×4 speed as we begin to ascend. Peloton already split off, some riders left behind. Axe is withdrawn. This is only a 2-stage race, so this is the final stage already. You can see Zhupa's group now just a minute ahead. We've reeled back a lot of time. We just ramped up through a bigger section there. It's flattened out a little bit through this area. And then after we get through town, we'll be turning uphill again. There's the turn. And here comes the uphill. This is the biggest climb of the day. Not the steepest, but it's the longest. And you can see we're now into that final part. And you can see I'm already hurting. And we're only a third of the way up the climb.
Flat tire. It always happens at the wrong moment.
What I almost need to do on this is go forward. The harder I go, the more it's going to use my hills rating. And therefore I'll actually have a lot more speed. So maybe I maintain with like a 95, meaning it'll use hills as much as it can. Anytime they accelerate, I'll cover it. And when I cover it, I'll cover it easily because I have speed to cover it because I have a really good hills rating. Ultimately, if you don't know the difference between mountain and hills, mountain 85 and below, hills 95 and above, you blend between the two. You blend more one than the other whenever you're closer to one than the other. As in, like a 94 is going to be like 90% hills rating. And it looks like we're about to hit the top. And ooh, I've got points. I've got points here. Let's go forward and take them. There we go. You see how fast I was? I mean, that was just effort. 95. So, at 95, I am much, much faster than I am at 85. The only problem with going 95 instead of 85, because yes, I go much, much faster, is the resistance. I'm going to run out of energy fast. I can't maintain it for very long. So if I could get a high resistance rating, I could win climbs. Lots of them. I would just... They can't be the super long ones, because a really good resistance rating is still never going to go well if... And that's kind of how Alaphilippe is, right? If you watch the Tour de France, if you watch closely throughout those climbs, if the climb wasn't too long and steady, he did really well. But when it was short and steep, he was all over it. But the long ones, the steady ones, the just constant grind, that's what did him in. And that's the type of rider that I'm emerging as, or at least right now, with a plus 13 hills over my mountain rating. Covering on the descent here, but not fully. Sweeney is all I've got left, and I do need water here again before the finish line. Might have to grab that myself here at some point, but the peloton is down to just 28 riders. This is not a very long uphill section, so... Sweeney doing himself... Oh, he was trying to go get the water. Dang it, dude. Bad timing. Bad timing. Common sense, people. And that was not it. Part of the reason why I like career mode, you don't deal with that in career mode. I love that Pro Cyclist mode, you can go much faster. You can get through a lot more seasons in Pro Cyclist mode, and you feel more of the career, and you really feel it when it's you. You are going for it. But there are certain aspects of career mode that I do really like. And after Pro Cyclist mode first came out, I ditched career mode for a long time. I really didn't go back to it until last season, until last year. Now, Sweeney ended up getting water, but he did not get any for me. Thanks a lot there. Thanks a lot. We've got that one more climb to go, and then we will have a chance to recover. I don't know how much I'll recover before the final climb, but I'll definitely be in the group to the end, and that's good. Peloton, 26 riders, nobody breaking off the front. No worries with any of that. There's one rider who I doubt will get back to us. It depends on who it is, I guess. No, I don't think he'll get back to us. What I could almost use here is a tiny little breakaway, but I don't think I have quite enough energy to do that. It would be almost an easier way to get water at this point. It's a small group, 26 riders. I really should be capable of getting back on board. But if I can break off for just a moment, I could get that water. Watch this.
Attack from a rider.
There you go. I got my water. Okay. I got my water. And we'll just get towards the top. And then ease up. Oh, I went too far. Ease up, please. Please. I did split the field a bit. It's down to 21 riders instead of 27 now. But I'm not quite to the top. We've still got a little bit of distance to cover. And then the downhill. And Sweeney was dropped. He's one of those riders that went off the back. So I plan was probably not the best plan. Bit of a mistake on that one, but that's also what I was talking about with that resistance level, right? Low resistance, you see how quick that dropped? I only attacked for a second, but then I had the effort level. I was super fast and I opened up a big gap really quick, but my resistance went away very, very quickly. And that's what it's going to do on that final climb. So I guess, if anything, it was a good test for that. I did get the water that I needed. I'm still at the front of the group. I'm still safe up here. A few riders coming back on, but Sweeney, not one of them. Sweeney's in the 2 riders, still a minute and a half down. I don't think they're going to get caught. I will continue to recover some. If he does get up here, that'll be awesome. Otherwise, we're just going to sit on, and then final climb coming up. Speed up for a little bit. Times 4. There's Sweeney in tow. He is getting closer. Less than a minute behind now. And look at that. I've almost fully recovered here on this descent. And there you go. Fully recovered. That was unexpected. I did not think I was going to get back to full recovery. And meanwhile, Sweeney, 43 seconds. Oh man, he's so close, but I don't think he's going to get here. Or if he does, he's going to be useless anyway. We're down to 15K. We're getting awfully close to the finish on this one. We're still on the flat for a little while, so we've got a little bit of time still. Sweeney, yeah, the gap's open back to a minute and a half, so they burn too much energy. They are not going to make it back. Here we go. 7K, 7K, 5K to the summit. So there's 1.7K from the summit to the finish line. I was hoping it was closer to 1. Shouldn't be a sprint though. Really shouldn't. Use the gel now. I'm going to have to try to hang in there. I need to be down to about 1K to go to accelerate, because I can't accelerate for too long.
This climb is feared by many riders. The percentages are very
Don't want to
high.
get dropped here. Come on.
Finishing line within reach.
Okay, there goes gel. I'm going to use my little acceleration here. Get back on with them.
Falling behind. A team leader is falling behind.
I'll try to recover a little bit. Still got over 1K to go. And not much of an acceleration ability at the moment. Yeah, just hanging in there on pace. There we go. The only one off the front is Mate. Come on. Hang in there. Hang in there. It's Gisbert for Mullen. Out of energy. out of energy, but a top finish could still be in the cards. Not first. He's out of energy, though. He's going to take the win, and I doubt he lost time, so Mate's going to win the overall, but I should have second overall. And I was seen as a leader outsider. I take third on the stage. That's another 4 seconds. Vermeulen is going to take second on the stage. He'll pick up 6, but remember, I was 10 seconds clear. Mate, I don't know what his gap is. It might be less than 10. But he's going to get a bonus of 10. And I'll have a total bonus of 14. So I'd have to be within 4 seconds. That was not within 4 seconds. So, second place sounds about right. Still, there's another podium on this stage. I was just at the edge of the list of favorites. And that was a climb. That was a climb. That was a difficult one because it was a little bit too long for somebody with a 64 mountain rating. If I was a little bit higher, if I had, like a 70 mountain rating, I could have hung in on that climb a little bit better and not had to use as much energy. I had to spend too much time utilizing my strength, as in the pace. And with low resistance, that's a difficult balance. The longer the climb gets, the worse it's going to get for me. The steeper, the better. And that was very steep, so that was good. But the shorter, the better. The longer it is, the more it just plays into somebody else's hands. So I think that was a good result. I also should have that mountain competition, I think. So it'd be nice if I have that. And I might even have the points classification, actually, because I got first and third. So, could I have a double jersey? Do I have a triple jersey with the under 25s? I don't think Mate is that young. I have no idea what his age is, actually, honestly, but he's a name that's been around for a while, so it's theoretically not young, but it's Cofidis, so maybe not. Maybe it is a young rider who's still up and coming. So close to second on that. Second may have been enough, but I don't think I lost this by 2 seconds. Yeah, there you go. He won by 13 on the stage. That'll be enough. That'll make up the difference, the bonus that I had last time. Plus, he's getting the bonus this time. As expected, 13 seconds behind, so not sure how that works, actually. He shouldn't be... Did he take... third in the previous stage? He must have. Okay, he is definitely not young rider. 35. Okay, so I was right in that he's been around a long time, but I had no idea for certain one way or the other. But I know I've heard that name for many, many years. Anyway, so Mate takes a win. I take second. Vermeulen takes third. Gisbert, Barguil, Turgis, Kumbau, Jose Harada, Burke, and Foss are the top 10. That was a really good result considering my team had no expectations for me. They had me leader outsider with no... They didn't even have a, hey, finish in the top 25. Nothing. Okay, now, let's see if I did win some jerseys, though. Wow. I'm not sure how I got that. We finished equal on points. And yes, that means first, third. So we were first and third on each of the 2 stages. Not sure how I got it, but I got the sprint jersey. I definitely got the mountain climber jersey. I definitely got the under 25s jersey because Mate is very much not under 25. And as a team, hello. Not us. His team got it, though. This is a good result. Second overall, very satisfied because there was no expectation. First, all unexpected. Third on the stage, unexpected. So I pick up 90 points and a very, very happy boss. That's going to equal some evolution of interest. I'm going to move forward today so we can see that evolution. good couple of weeks for us in that department. And look at that. Look at all those yellows now. It's yellow, yellow. Now it just means slow down instead of stop. Meanwhile, our team wants us back. They know what they've got. Quite a few teams have gone yellow now. Most of those are the lower tier teams. The top teams, well, a little bit less so, but the team we are going for, Wallonie, they're getting up there. It's still red, but they are definitely getting closer to yellow. And it's still only April, and we're about to cross over into May. I'll be using the contact of interest. That's going to boost it up a little bit more, probably to about here-ish. And that'll be right on the edge of yellow. So a couple more results will push us to yellow. Another month will push us higher in yellow. A couple more results. And yeah, see where we're headed with this. We're headed towards green. It'll happen, right? Right. That's right. All right, well, glance into the results. How are we looking at this point? Remember, we are still just a Continental rider, but we are third in the Continental rankings right now. Nowhere near Timothy DuPont. Nowhere near Brett. Well, we're kind of close to Cockard. Kind of. Not really. Sean Dubai is definitely closer to us. Barguil is up to 5th. But we're doing good. This is good. This is a good result. Super Prestige. We are inside the top 194th with 232 points. I can work with that. This is good. This has turned into a really good first season, and I can see how we can find a lot of success with the right profile races with somebody who is very good on hills and has good acceleration and has good cobble rating and has good resistance. That's just about all it's going to take. A few more things will help. Flat, stamina, mountain. Every attribute. The better it is, the better you're going to be. That's a given. But, if you really isolate just those handful, just those 4, and you can have a pretty successful career. Better you get at the additional ones, you're going to get that much better overall, but, you can isolate a few key areas. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer, and remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe, and tune in next time on my Road to the Record. Bye for now.